Hello guys and welcome to my new YouTube video. We will be continuing with our series on Gemini Advanced. So this is part 2. In the last part we discussed what is exactly different between Gemini Advanced and Gemini. But in this part we'll be seeing how Google is integrating Gemini Advanced into Google products. Side note, even Microsoft has integrated ChatGPT into their products like Word, Excel, and presentation, but you have to subscribe to their business or enterprise plan in order to get access to that. But for Gemini Advanced, Google is offering it free for first 2 months. So let's get into checking it out. Let's jump into Google Docs. Like I said in my previous video, you need a free Gmail account or a Google account to get access to Gemini Advanced. And let's say you open a blank untitled document in Google Docs. You might either get a pop-up if you're doing it for the first time, helping you to navigate towards how to use Gemini. Otherwise, you can find this symbol to the left which says help me write. So once you click on that, you will get a prompt basically asking you to put a text of whatever output you want. So you can ask it to make poems, make paragraphs, maybe write a cover letter for you, maybe write an abstract for your thesis, or let's say we want to create a data scientist resume. So that is what we put into the prompt, and it takes a couple of minutes and it throws you the output. So it will basically give you sort of like a template of how a data scientist resume should look like. So that might include summary, experience, education, skills, and you can edit it. So basically you get a template based on which you can work for your own needs. You also get a tab to rate the suggestion, so it can have a positive feedback or a bad feedback, and that is what improves Gemini further. You also get a button to refine the output. You can elaborate it, you can bulletize it, you can shorten it, even you can change the tone of it, and obviously you can discard whatever the output it has given. So that sort of gives you like a good starting point for whatever you're creating. It gives you a template and then you can work upon it, and you can ask anything, whatever you want to put in your Google Docs sheet. It can be anything, and it will give you an output and you can just edit it and then refine it according to your own needs. So that is what Google Docs helps you with. Let's jump into how it is integrated into Gmail. Coming to Gmail, it is pretty straightforward. So when you want to compose, let's say, a new mail, and you click on compose, and you can see this magical pencil like option, which is again Gemini helping you write. When you click on that, a dialog box again will open, asking you to put a prompt. And let's say you want to put up an email asking for a month-long vacation because you've worked really hard. So we can just try this example. It will be quick, and it will give you output again, and there you go. It's pretty elaborate. Again, you can either recreate, so that means that it will regenerate the output. Maybe you didn't like it, you want something to be different, you can recreate it, or again you can refine it, same way what we had in Google Docs. So this is pretty straightforward. You can edit it, you can put in your own name, you can put the dates you want. So apparently writing such mails is task for the AI now. And jumping into Google Sheets, it works the same way like it worked for Google Docs. So if you're opening it for the first time, you might get a pop-up. Otherwise, you can find this little bit button to the left side, which is help me organize. That is basically the indication of using Gemini Advanced. And once you click on that, you will again get a dialog box for putting in your prompt. So you can put anything which you generally put in an Excel sheet. So let's say you want to track maybe a data scientist or a machine learning project. So that is what we can type. Let's say create a machine learning project timeline. So it takes a couple of minutes again. It might include data collection, data pre-processing, model building, model deployment, and there it goes. So it will give you all the tasks. Yeah, problem definition is also one thing. It might give you the person responsible for that. So again, it throws you a template for what it thinks should be a timeline or a task list for a data scientist project or a machine learning project. And then you can edit it, you can change the numbers, you can change the people responsible for it. But again, you get a timeline, a template, and then you can work upon it. Not only technical stuff, let's say we want to create a task list for a Scrum Master. So let's say you have weekly meetings in your company and you are the Scrum Master in those meetings. Even you can put in that and it will throw you the output. So that might include priority, what is the status of the task, again, let's say what is the estimated effort, how much time it took to complete that task. So all things which are generally put into Excel, that is again possible to do in Google Sheets with Gemini Advanced. Coming to Google Slides, again, you need to open a blank presentation and you might get a pop-up, or you can see this icon, picture-like thing in the top right corner saying create images with Gemini. That is again your indication that Gemini is integrated into Google Slides. Once you click on it, a dialog box again will appear asking you to put in a prompt. So Google thinks that you sort of maybe need to create some images, something similar to clip art in Google Slides. So that is what they have kept this option of image generation in Google Slides. You need to put a prompt. Let's say we want to say a running dog, and you'll ask Gemini to create an image for it. So one thing to note is that Google is not using, totally high class image generation tools like DALL-E. Maybe they have something different at the back end. So one thing to keep in mind is that the images won't be, as professional, or they are not going to be useful commercially. It's meant to be for slide presentation, and that is what it's using. So there you go, you can have a running dog, and you can even choose the style. You can make it watercolory, you can maybe make it cyberish, and let's say you click on cyberpunk and let's see how it does. And take a little bit of time, and there you go, it adds such colors to it, makes it more vibrant. But you'll get to know that this is meant to be used for slides. These are not high class images similar to what ChatGPT 4 can do. But there you go, you can use it. You can create pie charts. Maybe you want to create something abstract. You can ask Gemini Advanced for you. Sometimes it does throw you an error saying that it's going to limit the responses, or maybe this is not possible. But you can keep on trying, it's trial and error, and then you might get something which might be unique and creative. All right, so that's Gemini Advanced for you in Gmail, in Slides, Google Docs, and Google Sheets. You want these AI assistants to give you such basic templates, such basic work, and then you can build on it. So yeah, you can go crazy, you can go wild, see what it does, see what output it gives, refine it, recreate it, and then you can reproduce it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.